I'm a local business owner. My sister lives here, my mother lives here, my grandparents lived here. Even my great-grandparents have lived here. So that sort of qualifies me to speak across multi-generations of what Boca is all about. I'm also here on behalf of 14 families who couldn't make this 6:30 time frame, so I'm also speaking on their behalf as well. Children with families, also children with families with grandparents that live here. So this is an issue that's very near and dear to my heart, and I've spoke with hundreds of people at the beach, at the mall, on the street, and when given an option, what would you rather see in that property? A Houston's restaurant or a beautiful green space? And 95 to 98% of the people that I spoke with said, we want the green space. You know, we've heard a lot about traffic and numbers and rezoning, but if that's, you know, that's one issue or two issues. But if that's all we're talking about for you to make your decision tonight, you're missing the big picture. Because we're talking about the people of this city, the people who want something that they can pass on to their kids. You know, there's great cities all across this country that are talking about saving their green space, even reclaiming urban green space so that they can make it a better place to grow up. And we claim that we're a great city, right? The city of Boca Raton. Why can't we do that? Why do we have to always turn something into something instead of just leaving it the way it is and beautifying it and making it better? You know, this property is owned by the city, ergo the citizens, and it's for the whole city. It's for everyone, and I don't want this to be a place where a select few who go out to dinner all the time, or who can go out occasionally, or who can even afford it. But I want it to be for everybody. And if you look at Silver Pond Park on a Saturday or a Sunday, you see how crowded that place is. I bet a majority of people would continually go to a park versus maybe a few might patronize Houston's again and again. And again, you know, we're talking about money. Maybe you could charge for this park. Maybe you could gather income that way, just like we do all the other parks in this city. Just a side note, I mean, I'm an avid fisherman and diver, so no one talked about currents or the bottleneck that happens there under the bridge. It's actually a very dangerous spot on certain tides, certain heavy tides. There's going to be issues with boat collisions, and there's already issues now. And, you know, we have 4 or 5 boat dock spaces that's currently there. You know, in the last election, 78% of the voters they disapproved of the former council's policies and performance, ergo your policies and performance. So the citizens are tired of this wanton development downtown, and this is your one chance to sort of change that perception of how the citizens think about you at this point. And I want you to really ask yourselves, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to leave to your kids? Do you want to leave them a Houston's, a chain restaurant that you can get 2 or 3 of them in any city in America? Or would you rather give them a place where they can grow up, where they can live their lives, where they can take their children when they grow up? I just want you to ask yourself that very seriously. We don't need a restaurant here. We just simply don't. Boca has hundreds of restaurants, and we certainly don't need a restaurant in this one particular space. We have such little water access in Boca. There's so little space besides Rutherford Park and besides 40th Street. There's no place for us to go, maybe across from Red Reef, but this is like our last little bastion that you guys have an opportunity to grab onto, to hold onto, and to keep for all the citizens of the city of Boca Raton. We don't need a restaurant. We need green space. Thank you very much.